everyone, it's Mrs. Martin, and I'm going to introduce you to a really cool fiber artist named Gabriel Dahl. And he uses his work of choice. A fiber artist is someone who works in fabric or thread or yarn and kind of soft materials. He chooses thread to make paintings instead of paint. So he arranges it the way he likes inside like a plastic frame to make images and colors. Here it is in a box frame so that you can look at it in different angles. So it has more volume. Gabriel Dahl is a Mexican-born artist living in Dallas, Texas, whose work is based on investigations of the visible spectrum of light. And I'll show you that in a second so you understand. He has gained renown for his large-scale Plexus series of installations of sewing thread, though he also creates works on paper as well as other media. Dahl initially trained as a graphic designer, which works with mostly words and designs billboards and ads for magazines and things like that. But his studies at the University of Texas in Dallas, he began to investigate the connection between fashion and architecture. His use of materials related to textiles stems from a childhood of frustration because he was not allowed by his grandmother to learn traditional needlework and sewing because societal expectations of boys. They wouldn't allow the boys to learn about sewing. So I guess this is kind of like an act of rebellion because now he's using mostly thread and needlework materials to make his art. But he also uses a lot of science, and I'm going to show you that in a second. I think that's kind of really cool. There it is, the visible light spectrum. So the visible light spectrum is the section of the electromagnetic radiation spectrum that is visible to the human eye. So that is what we can see. The visible light right there. Now, I want you to remember this when I start showing you some of his work. See? Can you tell how he's inspired by that, by his artwork? So if you go into a gallery, he strings up each, this is a lot of work. He makes hooks for each string, and he puts one up at a time. So it probably takes a very long time to install on the top and the bottom. I think he has pieces of wood and little hooks, and I'm going to show you in a second. There's a close-up. So think of how long it takes to stretch out each of those strings to make his art in a gallery. This is him working. He has probably assistants also. See, helping him? Because he has to string each piece by itself. Here's some more. I just think it's a really amazing idea. Reminds me a little of a loom that you can do weaving on. I have a feeling he's going to be a very big artist coming up. There's close-ups of the bottom, so you can see how he does it. And that looks kind of like a spotlight on the wall on the left. He builds kind of a cube here. I love that. Kind of like an airplane, a paper airplane at the airport. So here's the quote from him. "When you see a rainbow in nature, you get a glimpse of the order that exists behind nature," says Dahl. "There are certain laws of physics working behind that." So what do you guys think of Gabriel Dahl's artwork? I'm trying to introduce you to as many different kind of cool artists just to open up your mind and think like not every artist is someone who paints and draws, though they always usually learn the basics. Then they take it to their own styles, whatever it may be. Well, I miss you. I hope you like the artwork. Talk to you real soon, guys. Bye.